Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Moletrap here, coming at you with Game 4 of Stars versus Entus. And this, first of all, I gotta say that I'm recording this late in the evening. It's almost 1 a.m. But I really want to finish this set, so I'm not gonna be able to be too loud though. So I'm hopefully in fact, let me go ahead and you're gonna be able to see the magic behind the commentary as I switch to the I Show You program, which is what I use on my Mac to record, by the way, to screen capture, and lower the volume a little bit on the system stuff so I don't overpower it, or so it doesn't overpower me, I guess. Anyway, this is going to be Really versus Horang2. Really versus Horang2. Horang2, the Protoss player here, the orange Protoss in the bottom right, and C.Really, the Terran player in the top right. I'm not sure who that guy is. Man, I'm behind the times. There are players, some new players in Pro League these days, since a lot of the pros have gone over to SC2 or retired or been drummed out due to scandals or whatever the last several months. Anyway, wow, so Height Entus is up 3-0 right now. They are on the verge of victory. If Horang2 can clinch this game, excuse me, if Horang2 can clinch this game, he will take the series for his team. And Height is actually, I haven't been following Pro League too closely, but I checked some of the stats and stuff earlier, and Height is actually battling for the top spots. They are really up there. I mean, the couple good players that were on Sparkies combined with the decent players that were on Entus, really, when they were CJ Entus, really have been doing really well in Pro League, and they've got a really good lineup, so they've been playing rather well apparently. Again, I haven't been watching a ton of Pro League, but anyway, back to the game. So Horang2, pretty decent player, decent Protoss player, not, you know, not terribly good, but it's very decent. Really, he's, oh man, he's, you know, and probably someone's gonna correct me in the comments if he's improved his play recently, but he's always had tons of potential and not really ever, you know, lived up to that potential. You know, he was one of the stars for Eastro when they were a team, and played really well sometimes, but he never really got that good of a winning rate. He never really got very far in Star Leagues, anything like that. So we'll see if really, really, as I said, Entus broke up, disbanded, and a lot of their better players got hired on with other teams. Oh, you could have made it through, Probe. You could have made it through. Seeing if there was expansion or something like that. Might not have made it past that second marine though, so he gets that probe out alive. It's gonna, actually it looks like the probe may have died. Maybe not, it's hard to tell. In any case, so yeah, Really, he signed on with Stars, and that's pretty good. They kind of needed another Terran. Didn't really have a Terran around that was worth much. I'm probably not remembering someone right now, but anyway, it's good that Really signed to that, onto that team, and they play him a lot in the Pro League and stuff, so doing well there. And so it's up to Really right now to beat Horang2, to start bringing his team back into this series. And Zero is up next. He's scheduled, if Really wins, Zero will be playing versus Movie in game 5. So Zero has a good chance of getting a win for the team as well. So, you know, if Really could, it's all on Really's shoulders. No pressure, Really. Okay, that might get confusing. Anyway, we've got one Rax into a factory here, just going straight for mech. Doesn't look like he's going for expansion just yet. There's the expansion going down right now. Okay, I was gonna say it should have had a second factory if he wasn't going for an expansion. But he does have that second factory up, and he's just gonna kind of push out with this small force. And what is good? Did he not scout? He didn't scout where he was. He sent his SCV in part of the way and didn't get in far enough to see if the Nexus was there, and so now Really, that's so much fail. really actually doesn't know where he is. I think he probably suspects where he is now. It's going to send his SCV across the map again, yeah, to just check out what's going on down in the bottom right. But he didn't send it in far enough and just assumed that there would be a gateway or something. And missed out on the scout, taking forever to get this scout in. Look at this. A few minutes into the game, and just now getting a scout in. He's going to spot this expansion. Oh, is the Vulture going to get in? Yes, the Vulture gets past. It's going to get a scout in at the very least, but it's not going to. It's going to kill one probe. Actually, that's worth it. If you can kill one probe with a Vulture, it's worth it. Especially given the fact that that Vulture planted down some mines before it even went in there, so it's got posthumous value. Anyway, really is now actually pushing out. He's got the expansion and he's pushing out with a couple tanks. And maybe he's not pushing out. It would be reasonable, especially with that expansion up, to push out and try and put some pressure on him. But I guess he didn't have a lot of Vultures to support. If he had a couple of Vultures out, he could really put some pressure on Horang2. And, because, I mean, we just saw he had like 2 Dragoons. He's probably got 3 or 4 Dragoons now at this point, but not a ton of forces there. In any case, upgrading Siege Mode now. Interestingly, he went for Mines first. Oftentimes you'll see, oh, hidden starport rather, not proxy, but a hidden starport. I'm curious at what that's for. It could be for, I mean, it's a little bit late in the game to try and go for anything too tricksy. Probably going to be for a dropships. Try and drop Vultures in or something like that. It's possible he may try and go and siege up around the side. This map has a lot of ridges and things. He might try and siege up below and use some sort of a air unit to spot. I'm not sure exactly what his plan is here, but he's moving out, and there's those Vultures that he needs to kind of make this push happen. Here he comes in, but the Dragoons see it. He might be able to get in there and kill off those Vultures before they can get set up. Horang2 doesn't want to get trapped in his base, and those Vultures are going to do exactly that. Planting those mines, forcing him back into his base. Siege mode is probably complete by now. All he has to do is siege up, and he can just absolutely destroy everything. Why doesn't he siege up right now? Ooh, whoa, that was close. That was a close one. Oh, Dragoon's taking a lot of damage. Well, obviously he's taking a lot of damage because they died on that mine, and Horang2 is now very, very low in his Dragoon count. And why did he not siege up? What is really doing? Did he not have siege mode finished or something? He goes all the way down there, and now he's producing a dropship, but I have no idea. Why didn't he just go into siege mode and own everything right there? I'm really puzzled by that. He had Marines, he had Vultures there. Perhaps he was worried about that Zealot, or I didn't see what it was, Zealot or Dragoon. Almost got in there and killed everything with the mine. I think it was a Zealot. That was a close one, but still, I mean, if you just spread his tanks out a little bit and put up siege mode, that could have been really hardcore push there. Instead, he's going to back off, going to load up these Vultures here, and going to run him into the, looks like he's going to run him into the natural expansion actually, and try and drop him behind those probes there. Anyway, Templar Archives is up now though, so we'll see if there's some, if he's going to put out some Dark Templar, if he's going to switch straight into a sort of a Hype Templar thing. Oh, that's clever, putting down that mine there, that's beautiful. So that later on he can see if Horang2 expands that location. It looks like he's got some Vultures out in the open, so he knows that the Dragoons are out in the middle of the map. He's going to run in with these Vultures, planting 2 in the natural expansion. They're going to go to work on those probes. He's going to plant a couple down in the middle as well, just to try and hit those ones that are escaping. He's running the probes back and forth. The Dragoons are there, so he's going to be able to stop that without too much damage taken. But actually, no, a couple Vultures still running around, doing lots of damage, getting several probes. Oh no! Oh wow! That Dragoon is fired! His contract is not going to be renewed. Wow, walking in there, drawing that mine in, killing 5 or 6 probes. It looked like at least 4 probes, and really is putting putting lots of pressure on here with just a few Vultures. It looks like he actually, I don't know if he saved the dropship, but that's why he got the Templar Archives. The Arbiter Tribunal is up now. He's got a Stargate whirring. Probably there. Okay, there's a dropship actually. So he's going to go in with more Vultures. Single Dragoon is there to try and push this back, and it is going to deter really from going in with that dropship. I'm surprised he didn't go around the top and go in the main this time. Anyway, 4 factories now up. Not a ton of factories still. He's still macroing up, still trying to get this 3rd base going, trying to get that kind of trying to get his econ going, trying to get his tech up, that kind of thing. He's probably working on upgrades as well. But arbiters are going to be out pretty soon, and that is going to change things up. He's going to have stasis fields. He's going to